Namaskar. I, Mrs. Deepika Sidram Solankar, welcome you all to this program. Today, we are going to have a gracious discussion on export-import business with Mumbai's foreign trade expert, Exim Guru Advocate Jaiprakash Ji Somani. Advocate Somani Ji is an international trainer for international trade and international marketing. His qualification is MBA in Foreign Trade and LLB. He is a lawyer in the Mumbai High Court and CESTAT. He is an educationist and chairman of Nishan Publications Private Limited, which is based in Pune, and Aeronica Global Exim Private Limited, which is based in Mumbai. He has a huge experience of conducting more than 2000 seminars and 300 full-day workshops. His every workshop gives a boost to increase India's foreign trade by 50 crores. His motto in life is to take India's export share in global market to 10%, which is right now only 2%. Let us now start with the discussion. Advocate Somani Ji, we welcome you to our show.
Thank you.
Sir, we would first like to know how and why did you get into this field of export-import training?
When I completed my MBA in Foreign Trade, 2 years course in Chennai. After completing 2 years course in Foreign Trade, I don't have any practical knowledge at that time. But I think what will be the position of my small businessman in my country? Some businessmen are educated only 10th standard, 12th standard, some are only graduate. They should get a perfect knowledge, thoroughly practical knowledge in export-import program. So I am in export-import training.
Okay. I have one more question. Is there any relation between business and patriotism?
Yes. Patriotism in foreign trade is very, very, very good terms, because when we do the foreign trade, when we send the goods to the foreign country, our each invoice brings foreign currency in our treasury. The country whose foreign currency treasury is greater, that country is called richest country. So exporter is doing very patriotic work when he export the goods to the abroad countries.
People say that foreign trade is very difficult than domestic trade. Is that true?
No, domestic trade is very difficult because everywhere you have to apply your mind. But in foreign trade, everything is systematically set. Government of India have a fantastic infrastructure. We have port like Mundra Port, Kandla Port, Mumbai Port, JNPT Port, Chennai Port, Kolkata Port, and where there is no port, no seashore, but big cities are there like Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Nagpur, Ghaziabad, Madurai, Coimbatore. These are big cities, but they don't have seashore. In these big cities, inland container depots are there. Custom house agent is helpful to fulfill all our shipping needs, logistic needs, custom formalities. Government have the infrastructure, proper infrastructure of customs, custom law, custom procedure, DGFT forms, everything is systematically settled. So exporter gets a help of everything which he needs in his career life.
Sir, there are some more queries in the minds of our audience. Let us clear them one by one. A command on English language is necessary in foreign trade. Is that true?
No. Japanese person, Chinese person, Korean, French, German don't know English at all. So a command on English language is not necessary, but knowing a little English is always better to fill government form, for little communication, email communication. But there are so many facilities now. If you write one letter in Marathi, then you can select that letter and translate into English. English letter you can translate into German, Japan and Korean, any other language. So language is not obstacle in nowadays.
Okay. Some of us also think that a very huge capital is required for foreign trade. What do you think about that?
No, huge capital, requirement of huge capital is just a mental block. This is a mental block. You just ask a question to any successful person in our country. There are so many successful businessmen in our country. You go and ask a simple question, how much capital you put in the business when you start this business. So each one or 80% of the successful person will tell you, we start this business from zero. When 80% of my country's successful businessmen are capable to start the business from zero capital and they are succeed, then why capital is mental block in my mind? That is mental block. There are banks, there are financial institutions, seed capital is there, and very simple thing. When your buyer is giving you payment within 2 months and your supplier gives you credit of 3 months, then no need of your personal capital there. It is just adjustment.
So, how can we protect our money in foreign trade?
There will be no bad debts if you have proper knowledge in foreign trade. Just to do only one thing, always do export with advance payment or LC, that is letter of credit, or ECGC policy. When advance money comes, then no threat of losing the money in foreign country. But if he is not ready to give the advance payment, then take the letter of credit LC. Then, or if he is not giving the LC also, then you take the ECGC policy and send him the goods. Your money is protected. So no fear of bad debts in foreign trade in real sense.
Okay. We also have another question. Do we require a very high qualification to enter in this field?
High qualification is not necessary at all in this field because many my clients are doing the business in very less education. One my Mumbai's client, he have education qualification only 8th standard. He is doing the export of meat and his annual turnover is 168 crores. His general manager is MBA, but owner is 8th standard. My one agriculture exporter is there. His qualification is only 10th standard and he is doing the 200 crore export turnover every year in agriculture field. So if you have less qualification, if you have middle qualification, if you have higher qualification, it makes no difference in foreign trade.
Thank you, Somaniji. You have cleared most of our doubts. In which all sectors do we have scope for foreign trade?
There are so many sectors we have the scope, but I will give you some figures at first. In total, our India's export, we are doing agriculture, food product export near about 8 to 10%. Our gems and jewelry export is near about 14 to 15%. Our textile export is near about 11 to 12%. Our marine export is very less. We have a tremendous scope in marine export. We have a scope in handloom, handicraft, gems and jewelry, leather, footwear. Government is giving a fantastic focus initiatives in leather and footwear, such type of product. Each and every field you have the scope in foreign trade. I have to explain this point in very little bit broad manner. Yes. Because we can do export in services also. A teacher can teach mathematics, science through his home on computer to abroad person and can earn money in dollars. It is also export. We can do the project export. We can do the consultancy. We can do the finance consulting, international consultancy. These are the scopes in foreign trade. So software export, agriculture export, engineering export, in each and every field we have a fantastic scope in foreign trade.
Okay, and how much profit can we earn in foreign trade?
Very good question. In a foreign trade, there is a glimpse. There is a very best thing. Suppose you are exporting the mango, you will get a different price from Korea for mango. You will get different price from Japan. You will get different price from Russia. You will get different price of mango from Pakistan also. Sometimes you will get the price more than 5 times, 10 times also as compared to our country. So you are earning a fantastic profit in export business.
Okay. Okay. And does our government also give any benefits in Exim?
Yes, government is giving fantastic benefit in Exim because you are giving a foreign currency to the government. So government giving to various incentives. There are near about 13 to 14 different types of incentive, such as duty drawback, SENVAT credit, focus market scheme, focus product scheme, MAI benefit, MDA benefit. These are some benefits when you do the foreign research, foreign tours. After completing foreign tour, that money will be reimbursed to you by the government. Such as beautiful schemes are there. And you will get one best benefit from the government as export promotional capital goods scheme. There are so many schemes are there which in government of India is giving you a best incentives in there, and some focus areas also are there. In agriculture and food industry, you will get a Vishesh Krishi Gram Udyog Yojana. Under that you will get a better duty entitlement schemes there. Then in handloom, handicraft, gems and jewelry, leather and footwear, marine sector, IT sectors, sport goods and toys, and green technology like solar energy, wind power generators, that is green technology. In that technology also you will get the better incentive. And if you export from northeastern region, that is Ishanya Bharat, Assam, Meghalaya, you will get a different incentives there. So there is a very best incentive structure of government of India we have in our country.
So Maniji, we often see that a very less educated person is a successful businessman, and a highly educated person is afraid of even getting into a business. Why is that so?
Very nice question. Because less educated person have only one habit: think and act, think and act. If you think and act immediately, then there is no failure. But if you think and no acting, that is, you will get negative motivation that time. Negativity develops in your mind, and that will hammer your qualification, that will hammer your education also. So less qualified person don't think so high, so he is just a think, act, think and so he is getting the success in business. If higher qualification person adopt same art as a less educated person, then higher qualification person will also get a fantastic success in export business.
Okay. But sir, how can we get complete practical knowledge in Exim, that is export and import?
Yes, you can get a thoroughly practical knowledge in export import in one day only. I am regularly conducting full day workshops on export import management with global marketing in Pune and Mumbai. If you go on our website www.nishanbab.com, you will get my videos, my full day program circular is there. You will get entire thing on that website. And through this workshop from 9 a.m. morning to 6 p.m. evening, in full day workshop you will get a such a fantastic knowledge. You can start your business, you can commence your business from next day. This is a fantastic knowledge program is there of only one day.
Okay, but what are the topics that you cover in this workshop?
Very nice question. We are taking near about 10 to 11 presentation is full day. This contains all the topics related to export import, such as foreign trade policy procedure, ayat niryat forms, how to fill the forms, what are the status certificate. Government of India gives the status on 20 crore, 100 crore, 500 crore, 2500 crore, then 7500 crore. These are the status certificate. Then we are getting the focus on packaging. Then we are getting the how to search the product for export market. Then free trade agreement of different countries, India's different countries free trade agreement. Then economic groups like EEC is one economic group, European Economic Group, APEC is one economic group which contains 23 countries in 4 continents. EEC contains 28 countries. SAARC group is there, ASEAN Common Market, Central Commodity Common Market, NAFTA is group there, Central American Common Market Community is there. There are so many BRICS group like group. Only 12 to 13 groups are there in the world. If you have a fantastic knowledge of group, then you start the business very well. In this full day workshop, you cover the letter of credit, ECGC, export-import finance, and in that export-import finance, I am giving a regular demo, zero capital person, how he create his empire within 6 months in foreign trade. When you heard that demo, then mental block of capital will permanently vanish from your mind. In finance, we are covering entire finance, non-banking finance also we are covering. One topic is statistics, export-import statistics, how we find the statistics. For example, suppose mango, you have product mango. In which country mango have the scopes? In which country mango have the greater scopes? So you can focus on that country. So there is one presentation of statistics. You will conduct entire statistics in that particular program, that particular presentation. One more presentation is on export-import procedure. We will see the detailed export procedure, import procedure, how to maintain the documents in files, and then shipping and logistic also. On shipping and logistic, only one slide. I will give you entire live shipping and logistic knowledge of our India's shipping and logistic. So you will get the entire knowledge in that shipping and logistic export-import procedure presentation. And one more presentation is government focus areas, government benefits, marketing, such type of presentations covered in this full day workshops. In a full day workshop, you will get not a single time, not a single minute boring, because this is a new topics, this is new knowledge, and you will get the knowledge in such a fantastic way. So you will get the motivation to do the business, and you will get the fantastic knowledge with this proper presentation.
Okay. And do you also cover international marketing in your workshop?
Yes, marketing is most important, because you should have a matured buyer. If you do the business with matured buyer, a matured buyer is such a buyer who have more than 5 years experience in that particular line. A matured buyer can give you fantastic orders. There is my one party in Ghaziabad. He is a textile exporter. He is not a manufacturer. He is taking the goods from anybody and sell goods to abroad. But his turnover is of 150 crores in a year in only 3 buyers. His USA one buyer gives him 80 crore turnover, and remaining 2 buyers gives only 70 crore turnovers. So only in 3 buyers he is doing a fantastic turnover. So instead of searching 100 buyer and doing the turnover of 10 crore, it is always better search only 10 buyer and do the turnover of 100 crore. So in marketing, I will teach you 5 different categories of searching buyers, different methods, and some methods are such a fantastic, you will get a mature buyer. But if you go on business to business site, you will get only a cheater persons. Some are only new. There are no matured person on business to business site. So searching buyer is a very important task in foreign markets. So searching buyer, giving quotations, expenses for shipment, expenses for logistic, expenses for CHA commission, expenses for hedging currency. Such type of expenses we also cover in marketing topic. So you will get in marketing entire knowledge about the foreign trade market.
That is very impressive. Can we now also have some remarks or feedbacks of the participants who have attended your workshop?
Yes. After attending the workshop, participants are very satisfied. Some participants starts their business within 1 month and doing the fantastic turnover within 6 months. Some people are covering the first status, that means 20 crore turnover within 6 months. Some are doing the fantastic turnover. My one fellow from Indore is doing 40 crore turnover within 8 months. So because it is a very simple thing, when you do the business in Pune or Bombay, with Pune and Bombay people only, Even though you are doing the turnover of 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore in business, when you have entire market of 213 countries before you, then you can fantastically export your goods and increase your turnover. But main thing is that you should have a matured buyer, and matured buyer is very important thing in foreign trade.
Okay. And are these workshops entirely in English language?
No, these are not in English language. In our Hindi belt, that is Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, in Delhi, in this area we are conducting these workshops in little bit English but Hindi in detail knowledge, because everybody should understand this workshop properly, because many people are less educated in our country. I will tell you a figure. In our country, population is near about 125 crore. But out of this population, only 10% people know best English. And which people know best English? Out of them, 80% are doing the jobs only. So remaining all people don't know the English properly. So I have to work for that 90% people who don't know English properly. But in some belt like a Chennai, like a Karnataka, when there are no Hindi listeners properly, in that belt I am conducting this workshop in English language, more Hindi little bit language, like that.
Do you conduct such workshops abroad, out of India as well?
Yes, I am conducting this workshop in abroad, but topic in India is export import management with global marketing, and topic in abroad of this program is export international trade, not export, international trade and international marketing. In foreign countries, before lunch we cover international trade, and after lunch we cover international marketing. Mergers, acquisition, collaboration. Sir, these are some international trade terms. So we cover entire thing in foreign countries also related to export and import.
Okay. Now, sir, I would like to ask you a slightly different question. Is there any connection between spirituality and success?
Definitely, if you are spiritual person, then you have internal power. Only education is not sufficient. You should have a spirituality. I am reading a Bhagavad Gita every day. Every day I read 15 sloks with their meanings. Next day, next 15 sloks with their meanings. Next day, 15 sloks with their meanings. And gradually, I am reading Gita since past so many years. But Gita gives us strength. Gita increases our efficiency of doing the work. So if some person gives the value to Quran, he should read Quran. Some gives value to Bibles, they should read Bible. And there are so many granths like Jnaneshwari, Dasbodh, Bhagavad. We have a great spirituality in our country. If we control the television by 1 hour, and if we find 1 hour just for just spiritual reading, then its effect on business is very, very, very fantastic. You will find it.
Okay. So, Maniji, you are a chairman of 2 companies, a high court lawyer. So, how do you find time from all this for these seminars and workshops all over India and abroad also?
I have fantastic support of my wife, Mrs. Shobha Somani. She is giving me a thoroughly and fantastic support. My Pune's company, Nishant Publications, she is managing thoroughly. Production, post-production, everything she is managing. My Mumbai company, Aeronica Global Exim Private Limited, VP Prakash is managing that company. My tribunal, High Court practice, Supreme Court practice, we have colleagues with us, so they are managing the property. And very simple thing, if you are internal desire to do a better thing for our nation, for your people, then you can find the timing for doing such a thing. This is a very simple task which I am doing here.
Okay, that is very inspiring for our viewers. Finally, can you also give a guiding quote to our viewers?
Yes, my guiding quote is only one: enrich yourself, enrich your nation. आप खुद समृद्ध बनिए, आपका देश अपने आप समृद्ध बनेगा.
So, friends, we all are now sure that all of us can contribute to take India's export share in global market to a higher level with Somani ji's guidance, with his practical guidance. Thank you, Somani ji. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Jai Hind.
Thank you.